respect everybody's time since we've already spent 18 minutes trying to get on.
Okay, well, we're recording.
All right, thank you. Welcome everyone to the first annual general membership meeting for AICI Atlanta chapter. I am Mia Lamott, your chapter president. And today I'm going to ask the other board members who are on the call to introduce themselves and talk about their role. And then I will tell you about the members who are absent. We're having a few technical difficulties, but we are recording the meeting, so we will send this recording to you all and further instructions on how to access the Zoom meeting format if this is what we choose to use in the future.
I'm sending Zakia a picture. I found what you were talking about, Alicia.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Alicia, could you please mute everybody for me, please?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. So you can unmute yourself if you have questions.
Oh, hold on, I'm muted.
Yeah, you muted us. We can't hear you.
Hold on.
Myself.
There we go. Gotcha. I gotcha.
Okay, so what happened to my document? Sorry about this, guys. All right, so we are now, okay, so I would like for Marilyn to go ahead and introduce herself and talk about her role on the board. And then after that, Tara, would you do the same?
Okay, I'm Marilyn Neal. I am secretary and treasurer. So I keep us on track by writing the minutes after every board meeting and monitoring the funds, making sure that we are in compliance and all that good stuff with money. And we have a good bank balance right now. I don't know if you wanted me to say that, Mia, or not.
No, let's just do introductions right now, and then we'll
Okay.
do the state of the chapter in a second.
Okay. All right.
Hello, everyone. Tara Hooper here from over in Dallas, and I am the Director of Education for AICI Atlanta chapter, and I am excited to be here. So howdy, howdy. I'm in charge of kind of facilitating some interesting education opportunities for our chapter, and my focus for this year is really things to help grow our business.
Awesome. Thank you, Tara. And we're going to hear from both of them later on today. So on the line, we have Zakia Mills Francois. She is in Trinidad, Tobago, and she cannot actually talk right now, so we're going to talk for her a little bit. She is the VP of membership, so she's reached out to most of you to get some feedback, to find out your birthdays, to connect with you to see what kind of programming you would like to have in to see in the Atlanta chapter. We also have Chris Michelle Jones. We call her Dr. Chris. She is our marketing VP, and she's responsible for taking care of all of the really nice posts that you're seeing on the Facebook page, on our Twitter. She has also been working diligently on our web page, as well as sending you guys the invites to this meeting. I do realize that some of you might be having technical difficulty getting in, and so we will send explicit instructions on how to get into the next meeting, but we will also send this recording to the entire membership so you can access this meeting as well. I don't know who's writing all over my page, if it's me or not, but I'll take care of that in a second. So the setup for this meeting and for future meetings, we are going to call a meeting to order, which I'll do in a second. And then we'll follow the actual agenda that is online right now. So I'm going to go ahead and call a meeting to order and ask if there are any conflicts of interest from anyone listening in. And you may unmute yourself to talk.
Nope. No conflict.
Thank you. All right. So the state of the chapter, what I mean by the state of the chapter is I'm going to give a president's report, and then we will hear from Tara and Marilyn since they're both on the phone, and then I have Dr. Chris's report to share with you as well. And once we're done with sharing from the board, we will hear from our guest presenters. We hope to be able to provide the membership with money-making opportunities, because we're in business for lots of reasons, but I would say that that's probably one of the highest ones on the list. And so we'd like to present to our membership ways that they can actually supplement their income and also provide great services to their clients. And so we have Peach Intimates with us today, and that's going to be Alicia Linehan and Aaron Lopez. They're going to talk to us about what they're all about and how you can become one of their distributors, or how you can just send your clients to them. So let's get started, folks. So my report today is about what we talked about on the president's meeting. And so the first thing I want to talk about is conference. I hope everyone is signed up and ready to go to conference. And if you are attending conference, they're looking for speaker support. So what that means is that they're looking for volunteers to sign up. The sign-up sheet is on the AICI website. And those volunteers help the speakers. They will introduce the speaker, and they will also take up evaluations they will also make the AICI speech, and they will take up evaluations at the end of the conference or at the end of the session. And they will also stamp everybody's attendance card. It is a great way to get to know your fellow members, and it's also a great way to earn leadership points for your CIC or maintain CIP status. Also, there are nominations. You should have gotten an email from Jane or Cecilia regarding nominations for chapter awards. It's a huge honor to be awarded a chapter award, and I think Mexico got a lot of them last year. They did a lot of work, and so they were able to actually, I want to say they won a good bit of awards. So I'd like to see Atlanta on the map this year. I'd also like to see a lot more participation from our membership, and I realize that actually starts with us at the board level. And so we are soliciting lots of feedback from you guys. Please feel free to reach out to any of us. And I know that Zakia has been reaching out to the membership, and we just want to make sure that everybody feels like they're getting their membership worth. And so we want to provide great educational programs that Tara's going to talk to you about, and really just beef up our efforts as a board to revitalize our chapter and to make our chapter really successful and make us proud AICI members. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that we have a new editor-in-chief for the AICI magazine, and her name is Carol Parker Walsh. She is she's an outgoing president of the San Francisco Bay Area chapter, and now editor-in-chief of the magazine. So if you guys have any announcements, you want to write any articles, you want to run an ad or anything in the AICI Global magazine, please reach out to Carol Parker Walsh. And if you need her telephone number or contact information, I'll be more than happy to make a connection or send that to you guys. So with that being said, I would like to ask Marilyn to give us a state of the chapter as far as finances are concerned. And then after that, I'm going to ask to hear from Tara. And then I'll give Dr. Chris's synopsis. Thank you.
$1,405.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And 23 cents. That's all I have to say about that.
Thank you, Marilyn, for your report. Tara, do you want to talk to us about some exciting educational programs you have coming up?
Yes, I'm glad I didn't miss my spot. Oh my gosh. So I am really, really excited to announce that a marketing expert in our area of Dallas, her name is Tarsha, the marketing lady. She is going to be hosting an educational webinar on 60 ways to grow your list. And we found that this would be just a really great opportunity for seasoned image consultants as well as the new people, because growing your list and having access to more people that you can communicate with, the more that you have opportunity to grow your business. So the date of that event or that webinar is going to be on March 20th, and it is going to be noon Central Standard Time. So again, that's March 20th, noon Central Standard Time. And that is going to be a webinar for our chapter and others, really, to come learn how to grow your list and really have an opportunity to have a larger reach within the social space. So I'm excited about that. And then we just confirmed with, for our next general membership meeting, we are going to be having guest speakers from Hue and Stripe. So you guys may have seen them at the last conference that we had, but Hue and Stripe has created this online virtual closet and has really come up with a way to monetize it. So not just use it as a tool to help us as image consultants, but actually ways to make money from it. And it's a relatively inexpensive investment for the image consultant, and they're teaching us ways to be able to kind of sell this as a service. And that is going to be on April 24th during our general meeting like we're having here, and that's going to be 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I have personal experience just from some of the tips that they gave me. I was able to, I had 2 clients so far sign up for it, so it's more than paid for my investment just based on the tips that they shared with me, because I've been a member of Hue and Stripe now for like 2 years. So really looking forward to it. I think it'll be great information. And again, our focus this year for education are tips and tricks to grow our business. So I'm welcome to any suggestions. Also, you can reach out to me. But that's what we've got on the books so far. And we're really excited about it.
Thank you, Tara. The report from Chris Michelle is about what we are up to at the AICI at the Atlanta chapter level. And I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but we have been posting blogs every month to the website, and we are soliciting the membership to actually post their blogs. If there's something that they specialize in, for example, if you feel like you are on the cutting edge in working with corporate clients and you have some advice to give to the membership as well as to the general public, we are welcoming anyone to contribute. She will be reaching out to you for that. We are looking for someone to fill the slots for July, August, and September. Also, coming up in May, we will be looking for people who might be interested in coming on the board in the next cycle, which is a year from now. So if that's something that you might be interested in, please contact me so we can talk about what role you think you might want to play, because I think that we're going to be doing some shifting after we decide on a president-elect in July. So those nominations will be going out in May, and you'll be hearing from Chris about that. We also have a philanthropic commitment that we will be fulfilling. We would like to hear from you. If you're doing something locally, please reach out to us and let us know what you're doing so we can post it on our Facebook page and on other social media as well as our website. The other thing that we want to discuss with the membership is that we are here for you. So we would love to hear from all of you. There were like 10 people who didn't even open the invitation for this meeting. So we do realize that we get to do some new stuff and revitalize our chapter, and that's what we're up to. And it starts with us, and it starts with you who decided to join us on this call today or on this Zoom meeting. So I'm really excited about what we have coming up. I think that these things are going to bring great value to your businesses. And with that being said, I'm going to introduce Alicia Linehan and Aaron Lopez. They are from Peach Intimates, and they're going to talk to us about their intimate apparel and how we can use that as a vehicle to earn more cash in our businesses, and or a place to send some clients where they can get specialized fitting for bras and other intimate wear. So take it away, ladies.
All right. All righty. Hi, guys. How are you?
Good, hi.
Good. Hi. All right. So you got me off the share screen. Okay. So Aaron Lopez and I are with Peach. We're a measure-to-order bra company that was started about 2.5, 3 years ago out in Boston. I'm going to share my screen real quick and show you our mission. So at Peach, we are all about changing the way that women shop for and feel about intimate apparel. We also, our full mission is that we want to inspire every woman to feel beautiful and confident in their own skin. And with you being image consultants, you definitely are aware that, you know, women always need help with their image, and it all starts with how they feel about themselves. And we come from the place where everyone is beautiful just as they are, and that we're trying to help create the outer layers to help them feel even more beautiful than what they really are too. So that is what Peach is really grounded in. We want to inspire women and help women. And how we do that at Peach is by helping them to get into the best bra or underwear or basics that they've ever had. And I have been doing this for, I guess, almost a year now, and I've actually virtually fit Mia and Marilyn. And then Marilyn also went and had the pleasure of talking to another one of our stylists in Louisville, Michaela. So they have participated and understand a little bit more about what Peach is about. But we take eight actual measurements along with height and weight, and make sure that women are wearing the right bra for themselves, for their body, for their silhouette. We're very data driven, and we keep all of these measurements that we have in our algorithm. And so now we have measurements for over 35,000 women approximately that we have, and that helps us really create new bras and new products that are coming out in that we're going to have coming out in the near future. So we're a very data-driven company, but we're really, really focused on helping women get into the right basics and the right underwear that's going to make them feel great. So with that, I'm going to let Aaron talk to you. I actually the reason how I met Aaron and how I got into Peach was Aaron lives down the street from my sister. Mm-hmm. And she, my sister was talking to me about this, and I needed so desperately bad to have a new bra. And I said, sure, they're going to come to my house and fit me. I'm all in. I'm definitely going to be there. And then I went online and they said, oh, no, we don't have anyone in Georgia. So you have to do this online. And so I found, and I got in touch with another stylist, and then through Aaron, and Aaron was the one who actually helped me and fit me in the end. And then when she was like, hey, you know, there really is like no one in Georgia. Do you want to do this? Because they were a brand new company. I was like, sure, why not? So that's how I met Aaron, and we've become fast, great friends ever since. So Aaron, I'll let you take over.
Hi, guys. Woo! My name, like she said, is Erin Lopez, and I'm actually in Houston, so I heard one of you's up in Dallas. So, yay! I'll tell you guys a little bit from my perspective, where I really think my perspective will give you all a little bit more insight. Because I am an image consultant. I have my own wardrobe styling business. I'm also a fashion and lifestyle blogger, and I've been in the industry for about, which makes me sound really old, 25 years now. So, I understand exactly kind of how your business works and where you all are at, and that's where Alicia really thought that this was a great company to introduce to you all. So to give you a little bit of background, you know, we know as image consultants that we help women with what they wear on the outside, and sometimes, you know, their foundations. But I always found that I was sending my clients to Nordstrom's, Neiman's, somewhere, because I wasn't able to fit them properly, really. I mean, to get into the properly fitting bra, there is science behind it. There is an expert ability that really comes behind it. So for me, it was always really kind of scary to me. And so I literally sent all my clients usually elsewhere. So when this company was introduced to me, and I also do speaking throughout the country, and I talk to women about body image and dressing and all of those awesome items that every woman wants to know about. And this was constantly a question that I was always getting. Where do you buy your intimates? Where do you buy your foundations? What do you recommend as the best tank top or the best, you know, basics? So having known all of that, when this company came to me about 2.5 years ago and presented the idea to me, for me, it was a no-brainer. It was a home run, because I was able to bring my clients full circle. Not only could I start with them and talk to them about their foundations and let them know that whether or not you're wearing a $10 shirt or a $210 shirt, if you don't have the right undergarments and foundation on, it can totally ruin an outfit. And we all know that. But also there's that comfort factor. And I ask women all the time, how many of us, like, by the end of the day, want to rip their bra off because it's so uncomfortable? And usually almost everyone says, yes, that is the case. So I knew that not only from a practical standpoint, but from a comfort standpoint, this was a market that was not being addressed for women. And when we talk about women, we're not talking about girls. We're not talking about these girls that go to Victoria's Secret, that they're really being sold. And I am sorry for saying this, but they're really being sold on sex. I mean, they're being sold that if you buy this bra, you too can look like Adriana Lima. And like, I would pay $1 million, maybe not really. But so that's what we're selling to the majority of the society. And Peach was a really, really amazing way that was anything opposite than that. We as image consultants get the opportunity to stand in front of a woman and lift her up to be an amazing woman that she is right now. And part of that, I tell people all the time, my state of business is to encourage and inspire and to uplift women. My vehicle is now through bras, intimates, and clothing. It's always been through clothing. Like I said, I've been doing this since I was a child. And so that's my vehicle. And that is where I love doing what I do. Peach has really changed my game. And I could be wrong in saying this, but like most image consultants love what they do, but they don't really make the huge income that we would love to come along with, that huge passion that comes along for what we do. Any woman who's in this awesome, crazy industry loves it, but I'm sure all of us say, you know, I wish I made the amount of money of the passion that I love for what I do. So when Peach came into my world, 90% of my business was focused on my business, my personal business. And that 10% was Peach. And Peach just kind of really layered in really nicely for me. But what I started to notice over time was my Peach business really became 50-50. Why? Because all my clients were buying it. And not just bras, because bras can be really scary to people. The other things that I sell a ton of are all of these, and I'll totally flash you guys, all of these awesome tank tops, you know, that, right? I share my boobs, not my boobs, but I show my bra online. So, but all of these awesome basics that every woman is craving. So we say at Peach, we fill a woman's top 2 drawers. So it's not all bras. That can be some scary stuff for some women. It is the undergarments, the tank tops, the basics that go into a women's wardrobe. The things that we don't like to buy, because we like to buy all this fun stuff, but these are the things that are most necessity for women. So long story short, you know, Peach has really, really changed my life personally, business-wise, financially, everything. I would say 90% of my earnings now are from Peach. My sales for my personal wardrobe styling business have increased by 200% because I have women, and most of us do, who most women think that they cannot hire an image consultant. It's fancy. They don't have the money. It's something beyond that. But this allows me to go in there and just say, let's just start with your basics. Let's start with your basics and let me help you get your basics. And then as time goes on, we talk and they're like, oh, wait, this doesn't cost me $250 an hour? And no, not at all. And we form this relationship, and then I usually get a client or an image consulting client out of it, and vice versa. Sorry, yes.
Oh, I just had a question. So
Yeah.
For those of us that might be interested in adding this into their business. So like I actually do a lot of strategic partnerships.
Awesome.
And I work with a shapewear company that doesn't do bras. So I'm kind of liking that this is an option, because I do see that like I can't go braless. So some of their concept doesn't work for me. I like a bra.
Yeah.
Because I want my boobs to look like Victoria's Secret. So no. But for those people that might be interested in becoming a representative or adding that into their business and not just being a strategic partner with you, what is the investment to start their Peach business within their consulting practice?
That's an awesome question, and like the most practical question. First, let me touch on one thing really quickly. Our bras are beautiful. I was
looking online; they're pretty.
Yeah, they're very pretty. And the only reason I bring up Victoria's Secret is that's the mindset that comes along with it. We're still selling beautiful, high-end France material items. The end to the company is you buy for $199 what we call a stylist kit, and what that's doing is it's getting you your basic tools to start your business. So it's giving you a bra to put in, like when I go see a client, I bring my stylist kit. So now in there I have a tank top, a bra, a couple pieces of items that really give a brief kind of insight to what Peach is, so they can touch it and feel it and all that kind of stuff. What it also does is it opens up all of your marketing materials, all of the educational training materials, all of that kind of good stuff. So as Alicia is showing you, that's a lot.
This is almost everything. So this is all.
So what would you get for the $199? Can you show our members like what that looks like for $199? And I understand that it includes the marketing material and things like that as well. Yeah. But what is the product that they get their hands on?
Mm-hmm. So they get 2 bras.
2 bras.
Mm-hmm.
And is there a difference? Like, is one for full figured and one for smaller?
You'll get an everyday bra, which will be for smaller chested, and then a full coverage bra, which is for larger chested.
Okay.
Those 2, and then you'll get 2 pairs of panties, and I have 4 here, but you'll get these 2. I think it's our bikini and our thong. So here's the bikini, and then the thong. Okay.
So you've got 2 bras, 2 panties.
And then 2 basics. So you'll get our flyaway, which is
the best thing ever.
Which is actually, and this is what I have on right now, is our flyaway cardigan. Here it is in black.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all micro modal.
And it's hard to tell, but it's a beautiful piece. And it's a beautiful piece that every woman wants, whether she travels, whether she needs basics. She comes home at the end of the day and she's making dinner, having a glass of wine, but she's also wearing it over her, everyday stuff.
Right. And then you get the essential tank.
Yep.
Or the bohos. No, is it the
Essential tank.
so the essential tank, which is just the basic tank top.
So essentially 6 pieces.
6 pieces, yes.
2 plus 2 plus 2. Yes. And that's really important for us, obviously for the bras, but it's impossible for us to tell you this, but the materials are literally top notch. I mean, and Mia may know this, but they're really like a buttery soft. Most women will say to me, like, I have a million flyaway cardigans that I've usually sold to them.
And then what's the commission on your sales? Just as a level 1, no one underneath you, just if you're just keeping it really clean, what's the commission structure?
So it's all about how much you sell. So and there are no minimums, it's your choice. You can sell 1 month and not sell the next month. It's totally up to you. But up to $500 in sales, which is really should be only like 2 or 3 people, 2 or 3 sales a month, it would be 20%. Then from 500 to 2,400, it's 25%. And then once you get to 2,400, you get 30%. And then you also get product credit. So that's how I got all of these things that are behind me. Now, some of them I bought. I mean, I did spend, because we have a time frame where you're allowed to have 40% off like your first month. So if you do want to go ahead and buy some things through, and Erin and I can help coach y'all as to given your clientele, what you think you might need, but you can get all these product credits that then you can buy more samples.
And then is there a direct sale component to it or a team building component as well? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, and that's essentially you get up to, I think it's 10% of anyone that you directly recruit. And then once you or sponsor, we don't like recruit, we say sponsor. And then anyone that, and then once you get to like a leadership level, which is what Erin and I are, you are given some other income to help teach and travel and meet other women.
Okay. So Alicia, can you guys share that information in writing so our members can actually have that when we make
I could, you want me to put it up? I can put up a 1-pager up on the computer right now.
And she can email it out.
Great to be able to have with the recording of the video.
Yes, let me pull that up and I can do that right now. So it's essentially you get 3. There are 3 ways that you can make money. So it's essentially selling or team building and then leadership. And then this gives you all of the details.
That's great. That's a perfect, if we can just put that screenshot into the recording.
Yeah, it should. I think it'll be there. Yes. So
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great questions, Tara.
Thank you. And the reason I'm asking is because I know you're going to send this out, and I know these will be questions that people would be interested in.
Of course.
And like I said, I work with several direct sale people like yourself. So even if, I want to put that out that if this is something you want to integrate into your image business, I think it's a fantastic idea. I know for me personally, I work with a lot of strategic partners. And so for you image consultants, that don't maybe want to do this as part of your business, but want the opportunity to work with someone, what I do is I'm set up, and I'm just throwing this out for ideas because everybody's going to want to meet you at different levels. But what I've done is I set myself up as like a hostess, right, with the one person that I work with on a regular basis. And so I end up earning a ton of free product through that resource because I want to support her as a woman in business. That's her predominant business, is her particular product line. And so I want to support her in her endeavors, but yet I'm handing her a lot of business. So I want something in return. And so we've come up with an agreement where I earn a ton of product credit. And so then that adds, great pieces to my wardrobe. And so that's another option for someone who maybe doesn't want to take this on as a business, but wants to be able to offer this service to their clients. So there's a couple different ways to spin it. And I think it's a great resource because almost every time I take a woman shopping, bras are on the list. And I'm sure, and I'm already doing body measurements before we go. So this would be a great just, hey, we don't even have to deal with the Nordstrom's lady. I already got your measurements. I have a rep that I love. She's going to take really good care of you. And you make it very easy on the client if you choose that you don't want to maybe sell it, but you want to work with someone. So ladies and gentlemen in our community, think of this as two different opportunities to serve your clients.
Right. And I mean, we have just north of 450 stylists in the US right now. We unfortunately are not international yet, just because we can't really ship international yet. But that doesn't mean that we're not trying to get there. We're still, like Erin said, we're still a very baby company. But so we have 450, I think, in 40 states. Erin, is that about right? Yeah. So there's still some states that are not covered at all. And like I said, a year ago, I was one of the first ones in Georgia. And really the Southeast is a very sparse market as far as having any peach stylists. But I mean, we consider our market to be about 80 million women. So considering we've measured about 35,000, there's a huge, a huge amount of women that we have not seen yet. And it's a very personal, just like with your image consulting, I mean, it's a very personal thing that we're offering to women. I mean, we're in there, we're helping them, really educating them about what a bra is supposed to do and how you're supposed to wear it. And I mean, there are tons of it. There's so many women. Last weekend, I measured 15 women in a weekend. It was a lot, but I did it. And they were so hungry to learn about really what size they should be wearing and what's the best silhouette for their body. That's why we offer all of these different here, I'll stop sharing this, but that's why we offer all of these different bras, because we can't service everyone with just a couple of bras. You have to have lots of different types of bras to service everyone.
And one last thing that I will say, because Tara made a really good point, the way that I really look at this business is it's a win-win situation. You either look at this as like a great business opportunity to add that layer into your business, or you have met some awesome women that could be close to you that you can kind of share and be able to offer it to your clients. So, the wardrobe stylists and image consultants that I talk to throughout the country always kind of say, it's a win-win. Like there is no lose in this situation. You either can bring it on yourself, or at least you have a really great brand that you can offer to your clients. So.
Yeah. And if you know anyone in Dallas, I'd be happy to talk to them and maybe set up a strategic partnership to start.
Yeah.
And because I found that model really does work good. And again, it's a win-win. I'm supporting another woman in business, which I feel very strongly about. Yes. I don't feel like I'm becoming the jack of all trades. So I feel like I'm strategically placing my clients with really great people who service them where they need, but it also keeps me in the loop, and it's still my client, but they feel like they're really pampered and taken care of, and then I get something out of it. So if I could get free bras and not have to pay for them, hey, I'd be
right. That's a win-win.
It's a killer. You're like, no one's going to see that except for my husband, and it's like $70, right? You're like, I'd rather go get a pair of shoes. So if you could have someone connect with me that's maybe in the Dallas market.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I also have a question. I did get fitted for the bra, and I love the fact that you guys have a different dimension that you're measuring for, and you're doing the neck to down the back, and you're doing the whole boob and all that stuff, because you don't really get that when you go to the department store. So my question to you guys is, how did you guys come up with that concept about where to measure people? And then let's talk about the fabric, and I guess you guys have some kind of training video on which bras are going to be best for which figures. And Alicia and I talked about it before everybody else got on the call. that, you know, some people don't want boob movement, and some people prefer to have, you know, a little cleavage showing. So, you know, I just really kind of want to, you know, just ask you guys about where you're getting your fabric from, who's designing this stuff, and where did you come up with the process for this?
Okay.
I'm going to let Alicia, because she's a pro at this. I'm going to jump off because I had a hard stop at 2:00 my time. But thanks, you guys, just for allowing myself to introduce myself. And like I said, Alicia's a pro, so she'll take it away.
Thanks, Erin.
Bye, Erin.
Yeah, and I think this will probably be our last question anyway, unless Marilyn has something.
Okay.
Or anybody else?
So we were actually, the 8-point measurement system is actually a patented measurement system. Our COO, who is a man, came up with that system. I know, it's a crazy story, and he's a wonderful man.
You know, he might have a lot of experience. No, I'm kidding.
But he actually, like, this is his life's work, and it's sort of crazy when you meet him and talk to him, but it really is his life's work. And he's an engineer and an architect, and came up with, after his graduate program, he saw there was this niche and came up with this 8 points of measurement. And I mean, our bras are measured totally differently, or sized totally differently. We take our cross cup measurement. So you go from the middle of your breast all the way to the end of your breast. And you measure in inches, and that's how our bras are sized. Because in the industry, they make one size pattern, and then they'll size it up and they'll size it down without really changing too much in the size of the bra. So a 36D is the same thing as a 38C, is the same thing as a 34 double D. That's just how the industry works. Well, not for our bras. Like our bras, I wear a 34-11 because I'm 34 in my band, and I need 11 inches to cover each of my breasts. And that is equivalent to about an F cup. So that's how all of our bras are sized differently. And so that's where all our points of measurement came from, is really building the bra from, the actual body. How do you get the right volume? You need to know about volume. As far as our bras, all of the Peach bras that we have are molded cup bras. They're all made in China, as most every other bra is made in China, because that's where the skilled labor is. We have our own factory that we work with. We're there at least 6 times a year, making sure all fair practices or labor practices are being taken care of, and they are. We had a bra designer that helped us get started. And since then, she has moved on, and because we're trying to really try some different things. And so we're now looking, going to find a new bra designer with the help of Christine Hudsinger with Gwenny B, who's now on our board. Came in after we were on the fashion startup, Project Runway Fashion Startup. We were on that in November. Christine Hunsinger and Katya Beauchamp both invested in Peach, and Christine sits on our board now, and she started Gwenny B. I think I said that. So with some of her insight, we've made some changes in the bra design group, but we're, of course, we are very much priding ourselves that we are a very high-end brand. We are really meant for, the women who is discerning, that wants the nice things, but most of our bras are $75 or less. So we're not like, some of the bra companies, which are $150 a bra. I think did I answer your question, Mia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
Does anybody else have any questions for Alicia about Peach or any of their products?
And I'll be sending out an email.
I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
All right. Bye, Tara.
Okay.
So I'll be sending Mia an email with, and you can send that out to the group, Mia.
Sure. And then for the rest of you that are on the call and listening to this recording, our next general membership meeting, we're going to hold them on the 1st month of the quarter. So our next membership meeting, general membership meeting, is going to be on April 24th, and we will be sending out a reminder along with the recording of this. And then the next one will be in August, and then finally in December. So I just wanted to thank everybody who participated in today's meeting. Thank you so much for coming on, Alicia. We really appreciate all of the valuable information. And if anybody has any questions for her, her contact information will be included in the email and in the recording. So thank you all for your time today, and we look forward to hearing from the membership, and you will be seeing us around. Thanks so much.